We live. Bring us out, bro.
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, first off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And Shalom to the hopeful elect, brethren and sisters, man. Right, so we down here on a Thursday night, okay, on New Year's Eve, man. And we came out here to push this word, man. Okay, it's a little chilly, but we out here, man. You know, the word has to go out. You know, and if you can hear, we got a little bit of echo, so you know that's gonna help. Push this word like a trumpet, man.
That's right. You know, and this is so-called New Year's Eve, and with everything going on all around the world, with the world going into complete turmoil, you got people still celebrating the day, the time of folly. You know, and with them doing that, these people believe in their minds, they're saying, well, we had a shitty 2020. Well, hopefully 2021 is going to be better. But guess what? We're here to tell you that 2021 is going to be worse, far worse than 2020, which we're happy it is, you know, because the further that America goes into the desolation is a quicker way that we see of the kingdom coming. In fact, before I get that, you got another precept real quick?
Yeah, I got a precept. Yeah. But just to back up what the brother was saying, you know, everybody had a shitty 2020. It was shitty for them, but we was rejoicing, man. The prophecies are coming to pass, right? But these people, they're trying to party it up tonight, man. You see all these people going to the liquor stores, man. You got people lined up out of wines and spirits and shit, man. You know, they trying to live it up, man. You know, but hey, these people are foolish, man.
They're trying to drink to forget the misery of 2020.
Yeah, let him that is ready to perish, basically drink, so to speak. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 4. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, right? But the heart of fools is in the house of mirth, man. So everybody tonight, man, they're gonna be in their houses in that mirth spirit, man. Drinking, partying it up, you know, dancing, you know, still trying to have some type of normalcy here. And of course, they're going against the restrictions for sure. You know?
And when even here in Pennsylvania, right in Pittsburgh, the governor said he's lifting the restrictions January 4th. But see, we see the setup that he's creating, because if he does lift those restrictions on January 4th, he ain't gonna do nothing but shut the city back down within the next 2 weeks or the next month or two, because he's gonna say, what? I let people back outside and the rules haven't been followed, right? And now the numbers, the COVID-19 cases have skyrocketed. You see? So while you Jakes think that, it's getting better, we're going back to normal, you're in a trip bag. Because what you don't understand is what this devil is doing is he's letting you believe that things are getting better, but really he's doing these things to shut your ass, shut the city back down, and put a mask back on your face so you can shut your ass up. What else? You got something else?
Yeah, I still got that.
Which one? The second Timothy?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to get this is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Verse 1, it says, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure of it. So the time to seek the Heavenly Father is now, man. Okay? The time to seek Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is right now, before you really see the days of evil. Because the days of evil are here, but for a lot of you, it's not presently in your face, so to speak, or you're not dealing with it on an everyday basis. Because a lot of people are in a state of misery, okay? But they're not in a state of misery of just one situation to another situation to another situation to another situation, which that's about to befall a lot of people, man. Right?
Yeah, like the different miseries, they're kind of sparsed, man. They're kind of spaced out.
Mm-hmm.
But the time's gonna come where there's going to be like a woman with travail, man, in those labor pains. They're going to come back to back to back, man. You know, it's going to get worse.
That's right. Verse 2, it says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, and the sound of the grinding is low. And see, this is what you're seeing. So even just watching, get some more information from the Silver Cut report, you got a lot of small businesses that are on the verge of shutting down and never reopening again because of the whole pandemic situation. These are the things that's going on. A lot of these places that is what the indoor dining have done to them, it has destroyed their business, man. A lot of these businesses are in debt. A lot of these businesses they have opened, but they still have to pay back that debt. So
a lot of them are filing bankruptcy.
Yep. A lot of them are filing bankruptcy. You had a lot of major cities that basically boost the economy. You have a lot of people fleeing these cities right now. All right, you got Texas is one of them. Chicago's another one, and New York. Right, these are three main states. Okay, three main states that the economy flourishes from these different places. But you got people fleeing out, and when they flee out, what does that mean? It's no more growth from that place.
Right, and I think in New York, that's where they basically where they monitor and trade in the stock market.
Yeah, that's stock exchanges in New York. Yeah.
The stock exchanges. So yeah, man, the grinding is ceasing, man.
Mm-hmm.
How many people have lost their job or had their hours cut or their pay cut, man?
Bro, the unemployment rate is tremendously, high. It's the highest it's ever been. I'm trying to get those numbers.
And then even on top of that, man, because the grinding is ceasing, less people working, man. Less people are being able to pay their bills on time,
right?
Pay their rent. So now people, this year, there's been massive evictions, man. People getting kicked out. So they're gonna have to move to them 10 cities now.
Well, what's saving these people from being evicted is I think it's called the moratorium, if I'm not mistaken. Where they can't kick them out right now. So that's why this bill that was just passed, that 19 relief bill was passed by Donald Trump, was very serious, because if he didn't pass that bill, well, those people would have had to get kicked out the homes. Okay, that's the only thing that was saving you people. See, you people are being sustained by a threat right now, right? By the hand of Eve. Because if it wasn't for E right now, you'd be in, like the brother say, a tent city or where we're at, lined up or not lined up, but having tents all around this place, curled up in a ball.
It says, I got that right here. It says unemployment rate rises to, and this is from BLS.gov. Right, it says Economics Daily. The unemployment rate rises to record high. So it's a record high of 14.7% in April 2020. So that was in April. So imagine, how much more it is now. Mm-hmm. It says the unemployment rate in April 2020 increased by 10%, by 10.3 percentage points to 14.7%. This is the highest rate and the largest over the month increase. And so this is over a month, an over the month increase in the history of data. So this is the highest rate of unemployment ever, man. It says available back in January 1948. So since 1948 to now, this is that unemployment is at its highest. It says the number of unemployed persons rose by 15.9 million from 15.9 million to 23.1 million in April, man. So 23.1 extra people, okay, extra 0.1 million extra people are unemployed. You know, the grinding is ceasing.
Grinding is ceasing right before your eyes, man. You check the comment board to see if anybody got a preset, if you could. You know, but so yeah, as we further ahead in 2021, man, you people gonna look back and wish 2020 was still here. I'm telling you, man, because things are gonna go for a left turn sooner than you think. Right. So I'll jump back to verse 4. Ecclesiastes 12, verse 4. It says, "And the doors shall be shut in the streets, and the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall arise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low." And that's what's happening, man. Because when you think about music, music represents joy. Right? When people listen to music, a lot of the music they listen to will be off of different emotions. You know how they feeling. You know, when they're sad, they listen to more of some sad music. Okay, when they're happy, they listen to some more uplifting music.
That's why you have the blues. You know?
And you people about to be in a state of blues, man. Because this was about to come up before a lot of people, and especially American Dub on a great. People are about to be in a state of mourning. But see, this place, people are not used to being in a state of mourning. They're usually oversatisfied. Okay, oversatisfied, comfortable, proud. You know. And so, but the scriptures talk about great misery is approaching. You got it, bro.
Yeah, shalom to that brother on the comment board, Barack Obama.
Hey, shalom, bro.
Yeah, hey, one thing too is, we're coming into a time of war, man. A time of war, nuclear war, political war. And as I said, what the daughters of music shall be laid low. When you come into a time of war, all the resources is focused on that war. So when you go into the time of the First World War and the Second World War, okay, on the Second World War, lots of people were not allowed to make records or record records, man. So the music industry basically just was all out of whack. There wasn't lots of musicians working. So how much more now, when all the resources have to be focused on the World War III? And today we got MP3s and music that's already recorded, but in terms of new music, that's gonna be obsolete, man.
I got a precept for you right there. It's the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into pruning hooks, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong."
Right, man. So now we're coming into that time of war, man. So the Lord is putting the spirit out on these other nations, right, to beat their plowshares and to make weapons instead of farming equipment, man. Right, because what you need for a nation to flourish is you need that food supply. So agriculture is big to a nation, man.
Yes, agriculture is very big.
But these nations are willing to sacrifice agriculture for war.
Yeah, because what's the point of having land and all these different things if you can't protect it? It's no use. Because you can easily get invaded, your city can easily get took over. They didn't fortify cities for no reason. They fortified cities for the defense, for the protection. You see, as America is the land of unwalled villages, America has no protection. They spread their military thin, just like they did in Rome. This place is true, because ultimately the will of Yahweh Shema Shai had this place being decimated.
Okay. And you know what? It's actually very smart to have, warriors at home, man.
Yes.
There's not an equal amount that's out on the battlefield of war, right? Because say your enemy might try to catch you on a sneak, man. Come from behind, it's like, oh, while they out there, we're gonna have this other infantry go into the city, man. But then you got warriors at the city, right? The scriptures refer to us as the watchmen, man. Upon the wall, when we see the sword coming, so we have to tell you that the Lord is about to bring the sword. You know, that ultimate sword is those nuclear missiles, man. That glittering spear.
Jumping back to Joel 3, verse 11, it says, "Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about."
Right. So assemble yourselves, man. So the Lord has a spirit where, you know, these nations are assembling their armies, man. What's that scripture where it says the Lord musters the host of the battle?
Yeah, I'm about to get that. I'm about to get that.
Right. He said, "Did the cause thy mighty ones to come down?" Because when these nations, you know, start to come and get in a fight, man, Yahweh and them angels gonna come down from the heavens, man. You know, Yahweh and them angels gonna come down from the heavens, man. And he's gonna judge all the nations right there in the blink of an eye.
That's right. Continuing on, it says, verse 13, "Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for the wickedness is great." It says, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision.
Right. So, the time is ripening, man. It's about that time. It says what? The press is ready, right? So those grapes is ready to be stomped on, man. Okay? The wickedness of the people of E and these other nations and our people is almost full. Right? It says put you in the sickle, right? For the harvest is ripe. Right? The end of the world is the harvest is the end of the world. What's being harvested? The elect are gonna be harvested. Okay? The elect are gonna be collected up from Yahweh Shai, man. You know, and the angels, man, and the wicked are going to be stopped.
That's right. Yep. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 1. It says, "The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles."
Right, and that's what we're doing right now, man. Okay, we lifting up the banner. Okay, that it may go into the gates of the nobles, man. These elites, they know about this, man. They know. This information is going right up to them. Man.
Somebody get that article I just sent to the chat. It's the article. It's another article that I just sent to the chat earlier this morning.
They got everybody's YouTube channel.
Cam. Right? Read that real quick. Boom, right there. Boom, read it. No, you can just read the title. The new FBI journal.
It says, "New FBI guide targets Hebrew Israelites as domestic terrorism threat."
There you go. You see? So they put the labels. They've been had this before because we was on a I believe it was called the SL. The SLPA or something like that. But we've been on a terrorist group watch list, you know. But what does that say? It's like
it says new FBI guide targets Hebrew Israelites as domestic terrorism threat.
What are they missing? They ain't say black no more.
They ain't say black.
That's a good point. Yeah,
They ain't say black.
And see, it's funny he mentioned that because on the what I was gonna mention was that Megiddo.
Project Megiddo.
We was on that list, but we was labeled as something else. I think it was like extreme Christian groups or something like that.
No, it was.
They said Black Hebrew Israelites.
Black Hebrew Israelites is on it.
Yeah, so now it don't say Black Hebrew Israelites. It's like, oh, you niggers want us to stop calling you black? Well, here you go.
Now it's all Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah.
Because they get the message.
Yeah.
They get the message.
Yeah, I've been watching.
So there's a new guy to target us, you know. And then what else would they use? That situation was the old boy in the other city that supposedly ran into those Edomites home in the middle of the morning, and they
you talking about the dude with the machete?
Had a machete, and they shot at him, and he ran away. And he just happened to go into the station and say, "Yeah, well, this is my belief," and this and that, and I did this because of that.
Nobody in there, not even in their right mind, would do something like that, man.
Yeah.
That's not smart.
That's not smart. So they're using these different things in the media, okay, to portray as if we're the villain. You know, as we're the terrorists. Can somebody pull up that chat? The last shot. They want to read the precepts off there. Yeah. See their brothers got comments. See the brothers got precepts. Some precepts.
For the one other thing you posted in the chat.
Count. No, count.
Oh, okay. Oh, we live.
Yeah. It says, Salakia. So let's go back to the verse 2. It says, lift ye up the banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. So what is the banner, man? The banner is the Bible. Okay, so we're lifting that banner out. We're lifting that banner up. And we're professing this word publicly. You know, publicly. In season and out of season. Right? So we not hiding. These elites and these different FBI agents, they see us. They know where we at. They know our IP addresses on the internet. They know exactly who we are. So there ain't no hiding. Anyone that wants to come into this thing, you best to know you on the list. No, I'm okay, brother. The water. You on the watch list. They monitor what you watch. They monitor what you speak or anything you look into on your phone. Why you think when you look on your phone, things say recommended? It's like, wait a minute. I was just thinking of this or wanting this, and y'all gonna show me. Y'all gonna just pop it up right for me.
Hey, and you know,
Hey, you know, what does it say? I shall be as the Most High, right? Yeah, that's what he wants to do. The scriptures say that the Most High's eyes is 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men. Okay, so that's what he's trying to do on his carnal side with his blessing, which is the sword. Okay, because all this stuff harms you in some form or fashion. You know, gives out radioactivity, including them damn smart TVs. Okay, which he using to monitor you. You got a smart TV in your bedroom, he's watching you getting freaky deaky. And so on and so forth, because he's a damn pervert and he wants to be like the Most High.
Yeah. And we lifting up that banner upon this high mountain, which is America, Babylon the Great. Verse 3 says, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, and them that rejoice in my highness. So the sanctified ones are out here doing the work. Out here preaching the word. Hey, what does the scripture say? Sanctify them with the truth. Thy word is thy truth. So that's how we are sanctified, man. The true saints, which are the Israelites. Verse 4 says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts musters the host of the battle.
right, man, he musters the host of the battle. So when that word muster goes into a symbol to gather, man. So the Lord, hey, does not the scripture, the Lord have the title, the Lord of hosts, right? The Lord of armies, man. So when two nations go to war, the Lord put them to go to war against each other. You know, that's why First Ezra, when it talks about the king of Egypt going to fight against the Euphrates, okay? He said, what did he say? He said, the Lord is hastening me. So the Lord put the spirit on them to fight. And the Lord is putting the spirit on these other nations to fight each other, man.
The scripture goes into how he stirs up the minds of kings.
You got here, not that one, but I got another one. Joel 3:11 says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause the mighty ones to come down for Yahweh, that the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shabbat or Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Right, the heathen is waking. Why do you think these heathens are like the brother was going into? They ain't not dealing with the agriculture as much. Most government spending goes into what? The military budget. The military budget is.
And if they do agriculture, it's gonna be for the military soldiers, man. It's gonna be for food for them soldiers, man, to go to war.
The elite. And the elite that's storing all that stuff in those Colorado bunkers.
Shit, they probably got whole farms down there.
Bro, there was a lesson a couple months ago that I did about the doomsday bunkers and talking about us climbing to the heavens and us digging to the hell to go get them. Bro, they got bunkers that said they fit 75 people. 75, rich elites. Bro, they got Bro, they got movie theaters, swimming pools. I'm talking about luxury swimming pool, bro. I ain't talking about no backyard swimming pool. You know what I'm saying? They got a bowling alley, basketball court, bro. It's decked out down there, bro. So they already in their minds, they believe that they're going to be down there forever until the nuclear fallout is done. Just like when you watch the movie The 100, or not the movie, the series The 100. If your brothers ain't check it out, watch that series, bro.
Is it on Snooze or did you cut it all the way out?
No, that's on. That's on
Yeah. They also show that on that movie, Kingsman. You know, starring Samuel L. Jackson. You know, they had to go into that underground bunker while they was waiting for.
Yeah, he finna turn it.
Is it back on?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
It's just a quick second. So
Yeah, as I was saying, they also show that in that movie Kingsman, where it was in that underground bunker, and it was waiting for everybody to basically to be destroyed, man. You had all the elites down there, man. You know, so it's the same thing, man.
Reset. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 49.
yeah, because I want to read this too. If you want me to wait. As y'all mentioned it earlier, like the brother said, he was going into agriculture. Joel 3:10, beat your plowshares and the swords and your pruning hooks and the spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together, like I read earlier. You know? So yeah, you know, that's what they're focusing on. And the bro mentioned that they would be hoarding up resources for the military effort. Well, they've done that here. They've done that here where they've had ration tickets and so on and so forth.
Yeah, speak louder. Yeah.
Yes, but they had ration tickets and so on and so forth. Okay, during one of the particular wars where resources was being dedicated to the war effort, and so the citizens in the U.S. Could only get certain things. They were limited in the amount of meat and so on that they could buy. And they had color-coded tickets that would gain them access to the store to get this much meat, this much sugar, this much vegetables.
Now, with you taking that approach, that just brought the mind of this whole these digital ID passports and things like that. They're going to have cards and color-coded things to let people know of. Okay, they got vaccinated, they didn't get vaccinated, or you know, and things like that before they set up and start doing this whole marketing system.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, didn't they come out with a Maxine passport?
Cut. I got that.
Yeah.
I think you sent that.
Was it in the UK? Was it the UK?
I'm not sure. I just know they say in the future you'll have an opportunity, or you'll be required to have a Maxine passport in order to travel.
Yeah, because the first thing they about to stop is people traveling.
Yeah,
and people love traveling, man.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what a passport is, man. It's a pass to get through that door, man.
International travel.
For traveling. So a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to, as the scripture says.
Right. And they you see what they harping on too with these holidays is how much travel's been going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they say that this travel is going to exponentially increase. Okay, the rate of cases. And don't be surprised if when everything's over New Year and all that, they say the numbers is through the roof. Don't be surprised. I got it.
Psalms 49 verse 11, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, in their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. So that's what they believe. They believe that their house is going to last forever. So they believe that they're going to go into the bunkers, escape the nuclear destruction, then pop up 20, 30, 40 years later so they can continue to dwell on earth and reign on the earth in wickedness again. Hell no, man. That ain't gonna take place, but see, that's what they believe in their pride, and they show you through these different movies. That's why they got movies 30, 24. What? What the world was gonna look like in a futuristic world? No, that's not gonna happen, man. We ain't making it there. And I'm gonna read these few verses and let y'all brothers hit y'all breeze. What you got, bro?
I know you had mentioned how the Lord stirs up the minds of kings.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
See that same situation with Pharaoh.
Yep.
How he hardened Pharaoh's heart. You know what I'm saying? I mean, oh, you what?
Yeah.
He hardened Pharaoh's heart through all that judgment, bro. Until those children got slain. Then he was like, then Pharaoh like, you know what? All right, you got it. You got it, Moses.
But then at the end, the Lord put the spirit on to go chase after it. It's like, hold on, man. Fuck that. I'm going after these niggas, man. Take
Like,
my slaves.
it ain't over yet. It ain't over till it's over.
Right towards the destruction.
Yeah, that was the reason he did it, right? To show his power even further. Wiped
Even,
him and his whole army out.
Even Saul.
Even Saul. Yeah. Even going back to Edom, when it talks about when the Lord returns, they're gonna thirst fight, even though they know they're gonna lose. They gonna like, man,
Sword free. Thirst fight.
we not. No, check this out, bro. We not bowing down. That's their mindset. We ain't bowing down. We gonna fight against the Lord. Knowing they gonna lose that battle. You know, but they just can't. They can't let go of the pride. We just can't let you. We can't go down without the fight.
Well, I gotta get this precept.
I'm glad. No, yeah, I got more.
Because talking about the Lord hastening. That's a lot.
Okay. All right, so somebody get Isaiah 54:16. Because this is verse 5. It says, "They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord in the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty."
How you? Okay, for the destruction that's coming from the Almighty, man. Okay, the missiles is gonna shoot from one place all the way across to here, to Babylon the Great. Oh yeah, hey Salak. So yeah, the missiles is gonna shoot. All right, all the way over here to Babylon the Great, man, from a different location that it's coming from. Okay, it speaks about the horns hating the whore and burning her with fire. Okay, so the missiles is simultaneously gonna get launched. Okay, the Lord gonna put the spirit on the missiles where they not gonna miss. They're gonna hit this place and they're gonna decimate it. All right, now this gonna be overkill, man. You know, if you ever thought something was overkill, the amount of missiles that's gonna hit this place is gonna be overkill, man. Okay.
In every inch of this place, man.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I said the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard.
Yeah, I gotta back you up. You just mentioned it. You just quoted a couple of scriptures were mentioned. You saying that a few
Brought a
scriptures.
few things to your mind.
I got the Salaki.
Okay. Yeah, hey, because before we was talking about the Lord turning the minds of the kings, man. Now these elites, man, the Lord is going to draw them into these different places to hide, right? They're going to be drawn there. The Lord's going to put the Spirit on them to flee to these different places, but the Lord's going to have basically have judgment waiting for them, man. This is Amos chapter 9 and verse 3. And though they hide themselves in the top of Mount of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. You know, so hey, the Lord's gonna have this judgment coming upon them. But and that wasn't the precept I was looking for exactly. But you know, the Lord's gonna lead them in these different places, man. Okay, and have a judgment waiting for them. So they're not gonna escape, man.
That's right. You got one, bro? Go ahead.
Oh, you got caught for that Isaiah 54.
Oh, yeah.
Isaiah 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy.
Hey, that waste to destroy. That waste to destroy is going to create what? There's another precept. The mushroom cloud. Okay, Isaiah chapter 34. You know, but it's going to also create within that impact, that destroying wind. It's the book of Jeremiah 51 verse 1. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind. And I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble that shall be against her round about." Okay, so when you go into the book of Revelation, it's talking about that wind that's being held back. Well, it's the destroying wind. That's what the angels are holding back, man. Okay? Until these certain amount group of people, which are all Israelites, be sealed in their foreheads.
Okay.
But after that, the destroying wind is coming forth.
That's right. Yeah, man. And hey, you know, that destroying wind, when you think about a nuclear missile, you know, the explosion, okay, it you know, like wind is air molecules moving. But with that explosion happening at a rapid rate, is forcing the air molecules, you know, to basically basically destroy everything within that radius, man. So that's that destroying wind, man.
Yeah. Even when you think about the what is it called? The radiation that comes from that, bro. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Bro, we need salvation, bro. There's no way you're making it out of the blessing that he has, bro.
It was just that nuclear fallout, man.
Yeah, the nuclear fallout, right? And it reaches what? I forget the exact mileage, but it reaches cities, bro. If something hit, a missile was to hit Pittsburgh, other cities is gonna feel it. They're gonna feel it.
And you got that
one.
you got that 3 mile radius, and then that's where the fire's at, though. And then you got that other part that gets the fallout, and then you got that nuclear fallout.
And then it blocks it. Not only does it block and clog the sun, but everything around there, bro. You can't breathe that in, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, just, you know, multiply all of that times. How many?
200 million.
200 million, right. Millions. Come on, man. That is, when you think about that is a lot of missiles, man. You see the fallout that happened for Hiroshima and Nagasaki, okay, where you see shadows where people were standing there whenever the missile hit, and then their shadows burnt onto the wall. You know? Now imagine that multiplied times 200 million coming on upon this place.
Right, because even when you think about a bomb, just like a slight, let's say a C4, if that go off, if you're close to that area, you're going to feel that. You're going to feel the ground shake, and you know you're going to feel the rumbling. So how much more of these different missiles we're talking about? That's why the scriptures say, somebody got Isaiah 34?
I got it right
When it
here.
speaks about the earth shall whirl to and fro.
Yeah, 30. Oh, okay. I was going for something else, but I got Isaiah 34.
Yeah, because before the bro read that, when you seen that news article or the news story about that Edomite, okay, that had his RV, I believe,
Nashville.
He blew up. You see on the camera when it blew up, like the camera was shaking, shit was shaking around it. I think glass broke. A few things.
Buildings was destroyed.
Yeah, a few things was affected, but you could see the blast wasn't right on the camera. It was like a little ways away, but it still had that big of a reaction. So imagine a nuclear missile. Man. Come on. That bomb did that. Oh, it's just going down.
And I'll read a little bit more before y'all get it. Jeremiah 51 verse 3, it says, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her host. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. All right. I believe. All right, that's the point on that one. That's the point.
I got 2nd Ezra 16, and the brother quoted this earlier. Let me start at verse 11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Oh, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted, was because those missiles was going to be shot to and fro, man. Okay? So when the brother talk about they're going to be shot and come from these different places and not break their ranks, okay, meaning these missiles are going to hit their exact targets. Hey, even in a Call of Duty sense, what is it called? It's called the missile, it's like a lock, it's like a missile lock system. What is it called? No, yeah, they got those too, the heat-seeking missiles.
Yeah.
Anything in this radius that it pops up, it's taking it down.
Yeah, but then they got I think it's called a mobile airstrike.
They got that too.
You'll mark the destination,
Yeah.
and then it'll come and it'll like bomb that whole area.
You went to Isaiah 34?
Oh, that
Brother getting-
y'all got it. We looking for it. They gotta be in there.
It's Isaiah 24.
Yeah, you get Isaiah 34.
So 24 or 34?
34.
All right, come.
That's a lot in there.
Isaiah chapter 34. I'm gonna start at the top. Come.
You want to read this one first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll read this one first. This is Isaiah 24 and 20. It says, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage. And the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again, man. So, hey, you know, you ever, I don't know if brothers ever watch Kung Fu movies, but you know how they got the drunken fist where dude be all over the place, man. The earth is going to be, it's going to be shaking,
Yeah,
man.
they might hit that
Waving
one.
back and
They
forth.
might hit that one move where they lean all the way back, and then they lean back forward, and they be all over. That's how. Yeah, it's gonna be like a drunken man. They can't hold his liquor, man.
Right, but barely keep her balanced, man. Yeah. And the Lord's gonna have to keep the earth together, man. Because indignation of the Lord is gonna be heavy, man.
So just imagine, man. It's gonna be powerful enough to rock this whole continent, you know?
And that's why we were speaking about just something slight as a C4. Okay, let's go something lower. When we used to be in the world celebrating like July 4th, we used to get
M80s.
M80s. What's the other one? Half a stick of dynamites. Remember them? Boom! You would just feel something really slightly, you know, and things around you. But that shit is loud, bro, and it's powerful. You know? And we talking about lower level
The sound things, yeah. Lower level sound waves. I mean, a nigga can come through with the right system and you'll feel that shit in your crib. Real shit.
That's a fact.
So, you know what I mean?
212s.
Yeah, 212s tuned just right, boy. You feeling that. So, how much more? A nuke, man. Not 200 million nukes.
What was that bomb you mentioned earlier? What you call it, Nagasaki or something like that?
Yeah, Nagasaki.
Well, that was an atomic bomb, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was atomic. Yeah.
This is even greater than that.
Yeah.
He is sharpening that sword.
Sharpening,
man.
yeah.
You know, now that sword's perfected, man.
Atomic bomb.
He's splitting them atoms. He's splitting them atoms.
Atomic bomb. That's like
Nuclear fission. Yeah, that's a whole other level.
that's like mentioning back in the days with somebody with the cowboy guns when you got to do the you gotta keep hitting the hammer.
Yeah, you talking about old technology.
Old school pistol. Yeah, to somebody with
Bringing up old shit.
To somebody with a Glock now, automatic.
Bringing up that old shit.
Man, you gonna put that old shit down. But I'm saying, like, for the other nations, like, for the atomic bomb, what they got now, bro, the atomic bomb is nothing. You know? How much power they got to these missiles today. You think Russia got a missile called the Satan II for no reason? Oh, man.
It's called what?
Satan II.
It's called the Satan. If Satan shall cast out, see, it's spiritual, man.
Yeah,
the Lord putting it right in front of your face, man.
Oh, you went to Isaiah 34
Yes.
now?
Yep.
Isaiah chapter 34, and I'm going to start at the top. Come near, ye nations, and hear, and hearken, ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations,
Hey,
and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter.
That's what's about to happen. You see, y'all about to be utterly destroyed. Okay, y'all delivered to the slaughter. See, y'all think y'all going to the valley of decision, Yahweh Shabbat, for no reason, just to get a little battle in and see who can try to win and take over and be the next world ruler? Oh no, that ain't happening.
Hey, man. And G.I. Jane thing. You want to be a soldier so bad, all right? You women are through, man. You women are through, man. You gonna be hard off since you want equal rights. You gonna be hard off into the war too, man.
Man, but hey, like this bro said on point. He says feminism created women wanting equality, right? But still having the women privilege, and still being, and still having this irresponsible type of
They still at ease.
attribute. Yeah. But it's funny because this is what you see, even on the workforce. Or I know brothers got different experiences and they see it too. As far as my experience in the workforce, you have women, right? Even the boom dag women. Y'all say y'all want equality, y'all want this and that, but there's certain things they just can't do. And guess who they look for?
man.
Can you help me do this? Can you help me do that? Wait a minute. I be joking with the boys. I be like, wait a minute. It's equality. You telling me that you don't know how to turn this because it's too hard for you?
Oh, I think you might be getting a little more than me too.
That's what you fought for. You got the one that's this short, trying to throw boxes up on a thing. Talking about,
On her tippy toes.
On her tippy toes.
Box about to hit her in the head.
Shit be crooked.
You get they managers and overseers.
Bro, I just be standing there, bro. I just be just like this. Y'all. If I ain't really gotta help you, you ain't saying nothing, I ain't saying nothing. Because I'm remembering equality. I'm giving you what you want.
Yeah, man. So you woman gonna get what you want. Now you're deceived because you think you want it, man. But when the time comes when you gotta go out in the war and you got people shooting at you, man. Hey, man, don't let you get trapped up, man. Your ass gonna get raped, man.
That, and just, we're gonna go back to the scriptures with off topic. Having women and moles in your military, bro, that really weakens your army, man. That's horrible. But the nations are gonna need it for the numbers. Different nations are gonna need the woman for the numbers, Just like in old times in certain villages, when villages used to get invaded, women had to pick up arms. They ain't got no choice. Or they all getting slaughtered. But this is about the way they doing now. This is about a whole different means. It's not even the same. That was a different reason. They was doing that for a reason back then. Now it's just some other stuff.
Yeah. I mean, think about that whole 300 thing. On the 300, okay, they couldn't take that guy that was physically deformed, okay,
Right.
because he wasn't able to hold ranks properly. Okay, they had a defense system that they wanted, okay, that they needed, okay, that made them strong, and that dude would have been a weak link, okay, and so he couldn't be a part of it, all right, and so that's like instead of putting a physically deformed individual in your army, you're putting a mentally, let's say not deformed, but a mentally unstable.
He wasn't in sync.
Exactly. You see, and the thing is about women, okay. And this is not to speak on sisters who may be trying to do better, but women, okay, are changeable. Okay, they're very emotional. They're fickle. All right, and at the drop of a hat, with the right scenario, they throw everything out the window. Okay, they throw all reason and logic out the window, and they do shit. Okay, with reckless abandon. Let's say that, reckless abandon. Okay, and that basically means that they throw everything out the window and they just do shit. Okay. That's not the way to operate, man. Even for a man, it's bad to have your heart on your sleeve, okay? So how much more a woman who's basically just a big-ass heart walking around, so to speak. They're emotional. That's how they work. I don't feel this, so I'm not going to do this,
Yeah, read that. I want to read this spiritual that the brother says. So,
Right. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 16. From whom the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth, according to the effectual working and measure of every part, maketh increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love.
joint fitly though, okay? Framed together perfectly. If a stone being built on the foundation of the house, if it's not perfectly fit together, then that there's going to be a schism, a gap.
The wall might crack.
Right? Yeah. So it needs to be perfect, and this is what the Lord is doing with His body. So the same with the army of 300. Okay, dude would have messed up everything. He wouldn't have been able to hold his rank. Okay, he would have left what, an open spot for maybe someone to stick there, because the way they did it, everybody shielded at one time. You had to raise it at a certain height. If you didn't raise it at that height, well, you was leaving a way for them to kill you, which can kill the crew, or get your brother killed. It can just get everything broken, dude. So everything is joint fitly.
Yeah, kind of. And like the scripture say, it's better to go. Okay, it's better to go into to the kingdom of heaven maimed. Okay, rather than what is it?
It's better to enter into the kingdom of heaven with the maimed
rather than to
the
lose
whole
the whole
body
body.
to be perish, man.
Right, and that's
That right
because-
eye offend thee, pluck it out, man.
Yeah, and what that's spiritually representing, okay, is this body of truth, okay? If there's somebody that's being a burden unto the truth, it was like, okay, you gotta go. You know, that's just how the Lord have it happen through the Spirit, you know? And so you get warnings, you know, there's procedures, all right? But at the end of the day, if you're gonna be a detriment, you can't be a part. And so that's also
A little leaven, let's back here real quick. A little leaven up the whole lump.
little level the whole lump, yeah. So, you know, so that's also just tying into what the brothers mentioned about being rightly put together, okay? Okay, now brothers is gonna be different, this, that, and the other, but when it comes to judgment, okay, when it comes to prophecies and things like that, we have to be on one accord, okay? We have to,
We're on one accord in the same mind, okay, like how we shine his father, but the Lord give us different gifts for how we benefit the body.
Yeah.
Not to basically be a detriment or hold back the fruit from coming in, you know?
that's right. So that's exactly what it is, man. So we have to be mindful of that, you know, that we're trying, you know, that each member's trying to be a part, but, you know, we was references going into the army, right? Okay? Having a woman in the midst where situations have to be made that are logical, okay, that don't deal with emotions, you know, most women can't handle that. I'll say majority of women can't handle those type of situations. You gotta be a special type of woman, you know what I'm saying?
And really, man was created to have the understanding and logic. You know, and woman was created as far as, you know, reacting to things off of emotion, because that's why women are more, I don't want to say in tune, but more deeply. Okay, we'll say this. When you look at the aspect of women falling in love, they fall harder than men. You know, they be really into it. And, you know, in a certain situation, not saying we don't fall in love with women, you know, either, but it be a situation where you might break up and you just be like, fuck it, whatever, cool, you know. Where women is just, it's not that easy. It's like, no, I'm in sync with you, because that's what happens through marriage. What's true marriage is sex. Y'all become one, that union. Okay.
Both twain become one flesh.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
You know?
That's why it throws off the balance, and that's why you can't go back with a woman once she's laying with somebody else after she's laying with you, okay? Because it throws off that connection. All right, y'all ain't in sync no more, and it's wickedness. Okay, she's been humbled by somebody else, so now her desire is mixed between you and him. It's wickedness, because it says, "Unto thy husband shall be thy desire." When another man steps in the mix, now you desiring two things. And then you have it in this society, this wicked societies, where women are talking about the different sizes of bras they done had in them and all this other different shit, comparing them. And I like this because this and this hurt and this. They should know all that. Okay, you full of spirits and demons and different connections to different men.
And you know, let's go back to the top. We're gonna get off Eve. You know, as far as that, this is a part of the reason why we're reading of the judgment that's coming upon America, Babylon the Great, because of great wickedness. Like the brother said, that's evil, man.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? That's high level. That's high level wickedness right there. High level, man. You know, that is. Oh my goodness, go ahead, brother. I'll be out.
All right, Con, this is back in Isaiah 34 and verse 3. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a fallen fig from the fig tree.
That's that mushroom cloud. You think that ain't the mushroom cloud? Go and watch a nuclear video or watch a missile hit the place and watch that mushroom cloud spring up. You think we lying? Hey, the scriptures cover everything, man. Even when it goes into like parabolic talk, and then when we get revealed of what it's actually talking about. Go look this information up, man. We know what we're talking about, man, because the Lord have revealed these things unto us, man. I revealed my secrets to you, the services and prophecies.
All right, this is, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
The people of my curse? Wait a minute. The God of the Bible said, a people of my curse. Right? What has to do with Esau, Edom? You see, because there's the blessed people and there's the cursed people. Now, don't get me screwed. Yeah, we are under curses. We are under curses, but Esau is a cursed nation, man. Okay, a cursed in judgment, man. You gotta be a cursed nation when you look at it as, bro, they about to be destroyed out there. They're the only nation that talks about being destroyed out the planet Earth, man. That's what it says. That's what does it say in the Zondervan Compact? It says the only neighbor of the Israelites who receiveth no mercy.
And they won't receive any mercy, man. We'll have these other nations in slavery for 1,000 years, but they get to go back to their land. You know, they're gonna get a fair shake, man. But he's going to extinction, man. You know, just like he tried to do unto us. He tried to destroy us completely.
This is Malachi 1 and verse 4.
That's the spirit.
Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
That's what he said. You see, when he was put down in this period of time, when he was bound up for 1,000 years, he was impoverished, bro. That's the history that you don't want to talk about. You don't want to talk about the Dark Ages.
Yeah, the children of base men, man.
They don't want cavemen. They don't want to. the Dark Ages. You say, you know what? It was a time of lack of resources.
For your ass.
No. The Dark Ages represented people of dark skin complexion ruling. The Israelites, who was ruling for 1,000 years.
Hey, that was that world, okay, of the dark nations ruling, man. Okay, that age, man.
Yup.
The dark nations, or hey, really, the Israelites, man.
Yup.
Okay, we had that prominence in the world, man.
Under the banner of the Moors, you know, and a lot of our people went into
Also the Holy Roman Empire, because that's under the Holy Roman Empire, because our people came up and took those Roman generals, like those Roman kings, out of power, man, through Severus Septimius.
we was already in, that's because we was already established, we was already in high rank under them too. So we were able to do that.
Good percent.
What was that? Slack. Wait a minute. Finish that.
All right, kind of.
No, he's on. We're not done with that.
Continuing on.
You have mentioned something about Eden. I want to kind of go into that about the curse of judgment.
1 second, let him finish.
Okay,
that.
Kurt, you got it.
Continuing on in Malachi 1 and 4. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness.
What he says, they shall build. So what did they do? The Renaissance period, the rebirth, the season of the rebirth. They built, and they continued to build. And look where we at today.
You ride on the street and you still see construction going on.
The daughter of Babylon and the beast whose deadly wound was healed. That's what you see right now.
That's right.
That's what you see right now. So they built again and rebuilt. Go ahead.
But what the Lord said, I will throw down.
That's right.
So we this is what we talking about. World War III, the throwdown, baby.
Yeah.
That's what we talking about.
They're
Man.
gonna be thrown down with those nuclear missiles, man.
Yes, sir.
Talk about the ultimate demolition, man.
Yeah, because World War III leads to somebody get a it's in second address. The war in heaven. It's going to have to go back to the war in heaven.
Second Ezra chapter 13, and then what? Revelation chapter 12.
Yeah, Revelation 19. because this is what it's about to lead into. Once we go into World War III, we talk about the throwdown. And that's going to lead to Yahweh Shai when we're trying to fight against Yahweh Shai until the Yahweh Shai and the angels destroying this place is when we talk about the throwing down. But when he finished that, you get yours.
All right, continuing
No,
on.
that one's done.
It's got a little bit more.
Malachi 4?
Yeah, just it says the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever.
Oh, yeah, Slocky. Go ahead, read it. Slocky.
All right, kind
You should call them the border of wickedness.
continuing on. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever.
You should call them the border of wickedness and the people against whom Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai have indignation forever. Okay, this is Numbers. Scroll back up to the top 24. I'm gonna go to verse 18. It says, "And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies. And Israel shall do valiantly. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city." All right? Verse 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. Latter end of Amalek, okay? Amalek is the chief tribe of Edom, okay? So that's why I said all those things about Edom, and then it spoke about Amalek, okay? The Amalekites primarily is you elites, all right? You so-called royal family, okay?
I had a quick precept on Obadiah.
Go ahead.
Come on, this is Obadiah, I'll start at verse 17. It reads, But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua hath spoken it.
Right. Hold that verse 18, because we're gonna have to read that over again. Because that's what's gonna take place, man. See, you're gonna serve your captivity, and then you're gonna be destroyed off the planet of the earth. Now the brother gonna
3.
yep, so let me read this verse. It's the book of Nahum 1 verse 9. What do ye imagine against the Lord? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time. So it talks about what it says, why do the heathen rage? Right? They imagine a vain thing. So he's preparing himself to ultimately fight against the Lord. That's why he creates the Star Wars programs and things like that, because he knows that, okay, Yahushua and the angels are going to return. These UFOs, we know they exist. We know that they're going to come back and try to dethrone us. Okay? So I'll read them again. Nahum 1 verse 9, it says, what do ye imagine against the Lord? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time. Now when you think about that utter end, right? Can you read 1 Samuel chapter 3?
So 1 Samuel chapter 3 and 12.
Read it.
1 Samuel chapter 3 and verse 12, it says, In that day I will perform against Eli.
Watch the spiritual connection I do with this. Go ahead, bro.
1 Samuel 3 and 12, In that day I will perform against Eli all the things which I spoken concerning his house. When I begin, I will also make an end. For I have told him that I will judge his house forever for the iniquity which he knoweth, because his sons made themselves vow, and he restrained them not.
Start at the top one more time.
So it's like 1 Samuel 3 and 12. In that day I will perform against Eli all things which I have spoken concerning his house.
His house, right? Go ahead.
When I begin, I will also make an end. For I have told him that I will judge his house forever for the iniquity which he knoweth, because his sons made themselves vile, and he restrained them not.
Read it again. Nahum 1 verse 9. What do ye imagine against the Lord? He will make an utter end. Read Obadiah.
Obadiah, verse 18, And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua hath spoken it.
That's Esau's utter end. He's through, just like the house of Eli. That's what he did with the house of Eli. They was through.
Utter means completely destroyed, man. You know? Hey, you know what? We're gonna, man. Let me read the precept, man. Because this is what E said about us, man. But we're really gonna witness you go into extinction, man. You wanted us to be destroyed and go into extinction, but we're gonna witness you go into extinction, man. Right? And this place get destroyed, man. This is Psalms chapter 137 and verse 7. It says, Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom, and that in the day of Jerusalem, who said, Raise it, even to the foundation thereof, man. So to raise something means to destroy, man. So it was chatting us down when we was being overcome by our enemies, man. It was chatting us like, yeah, destroy that thing, man, destroy it, right? But hey, when the elect get taken up, man, we're gonna witness. If we be of the hopeful elect, the elect are gonna witness. Okay, it said, only with thine eyes shall behold the reward of the wicked, man.
That's
Right? So what do you think we gonna be chanting up there, man? We gonna be chanting raise it, man. Raise it, destroy this place. That's what we chanting right now, man.
Yeah. Gotta put a reason to be those hunters, man. You know what I'm saying? Come down and they'll wreak havoc, man.
This is the last precept right here. It says, O daughter of Babylon.
Oh, who?
O daughter of Babylon. Okay, who ought to be destroyed.
Ought to be destroyed.
Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou have rewarded us.
Hey, happy shall he be.
Right? It says, happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones, right? So, hey, man, you fed our kids to alligators, man. You know? You fed our kids to alligators in slavery, man. So, hey, we're going to do unto your children, man. When the Lord give us that power in that time.
I'll be out there.
This is Proverbs 14 and 11. The house of the wicked shall be overthrown, but the tabernacle of the upright shall flourish.
Read that again.
Proverbs,
Read that again.
Proverbs 14 and 11. The house of the wicked shall be overthrown, but the tabernacle of the upright shall flourish.
Well, the brother read who was the house of the wicked, man. He read that already in the book of Malachi. You see? And what it says, the upright what?
The tabernacle of the upright shall flourish.
Come on, man.
House of David.
Yup. Think about, even when you think about these wicked Israelites, it's the house of Saul. Hey, man, that's all about to be thrown, man. You know?
Ain't gonna be no more House of Saul niggas once this shit is over with.
Yeah, that's it.
It's gonna be a bunch of sad, righteous Israelites. Wishing they would have did right on this side. Well, ultimately it's up to the Lord, but the Lord have not chosen them. You know? The Lord got the story how he wanted it.
All right, brother.
This is what the brother quoted in Psalms 91 in verse 9, or Salakia. Verse 8, Psalms 91 and 8, and it reads, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Right, man. So, hey, you know, those chariots have, they talk about, they have those windows, man. So we taking up, you'll be looking down, okay, at the destruction of America, okay, and you know, other places on the earth that are going to be hit with these nuclear missiles, man. But they're going to be concentrated on America, man. Right? So that's going to be what, and, you know, the brother had it in that the precept earlier, Isaiah 34, that the Lord have a sacrifice in Basra. You know, this place is going to be like a sacrificial site, man. The smoke, what it said, the smoke of their torment ascended up forever, man. So for a long period of time, the smoke of America, after it's been had its nuclear destruction, is going to descend up for a long time, and it's going to be an example of what happens when you go against the Lord.
Isaiah 14.
All right, so I got the book of Jeremiah 51 verse 9. It says, let's start at verse 7. Babylon have a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. So the nations have took on all the philosophies of America, Babylon, and Great. Look at China, man. They got McDonald's, KFC, Wendy's, right? Knowing that America, Babylon, and Great has the worst food, man.
Shit, okay.
The worst
Chinese
food.
eat.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I forgot that quick. We're talking about ham and foam, man. These niggas eat anything, man. See, order needs to be restructured on the earth again, man. I go on Instagram, I see Jake making, you know how Jake making videos eating food, Jake eating a whole fried alligator. I'm like, come on, man. I'm talking about tearing it up. See, that stuff they do down. I heard other brothers say that stuff that Jake get into down south.
Yeah, they do.
Especially down in New Orleans and the Bayou.
That's exactly
That's what
right.
they eat.
That's exactly
You
right.
niggas need order, man. You see, but guess what? How about Shah's he's coming to restore order on the earth, man. Go ahead, bro. Read that.
This is Matthew chapter 6 in verse 9, and it reads, after this manner, therefore pray ye, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven.
order. Now I want to jump to Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 12. For thus saith the Lord, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines. All thy lovers have forgotten thee, they seek thee not. For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one, and the multitude of thy iniquity, because thy sins were increased. All right, so this is talking about Israel. This is talking about Jacob. Okay, it talked about how basically the Lord put that sore on us, which couldn't be cured. Okay, now when on a spiritual note, verse 12 again, it says, "For thus saith the Lord, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous." Or you think about Babylon the Great, right? This wound here is not not incurable, man. Okay, so that's when we jump to verse 8 in Jeremiah 51, verse 8. It says, Babylon suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take the balm for her pain. If so, be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into the house, or Slakia, let every one of us go into our own country. For her judgment reacheth into the heavens and is lifted even to the skies. So America, Babylon the Great, it can't be healed. Now in Jeremiah 30th chapter, we know that's talking about Jake, but spiritually, Babylon has an incurable wound. It can't be healed, man. You see? And the nations see it, so people that's in the right mind state is going, or just saying what? Oh, we got to get back home.
They liquidating their assets over here, and they taking their business and going back home, man. They got what they needed out of this home, man. You know?
Isaiah 13, all right, and I started 13, says, Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, in the wrath of Yahweh of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. All right? See? Isaiah 13 and 14, and it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. Okay? So nobody's going to come by and help America. Nobody's going to be able to. There's actually when it talks about that, there should not be a shard to take earth out of the fire. Anyway, I may find it. Nor a flame at all. But it says
just like nobody's helping us. You know, just like everybody just they gotta go through what they gotta go through. We ain't got nothing to do with that. You know, who's pleading our cause? You think nations are really sitting in the UN building and trying to plead the cause for us? Hell no. Hell no. Cause they think about their own. You know?
Shit, they say, what are they saying really? They're saying, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, man. Now, why would they say that, man? Because when we was in power, we had a foot up their ass, man. Right? And they trying to get back at us.
And then when you then look at it in this aspect, though, right? Because remember, Moab think they gonna be the next ruling power. So they already know that they don't want us to get in power because it's a wrap. So they say, you know what? We know E losing his power. He about to go out of power. We up next. I'm not gonna help the nation that's truly against us rise to power because I'm trying to get in power next. That's what niggas do on the streets. These heathens a bunch of niggas, man.
Hey, man.
You know, just like when they a kingpin, right? When they might be having a little greeting and they all sit down having a conversation. Like, well, shit, I know. Or not even just kingpins. Let's say people trying to rise in the ranks in the mob. Okay, and they like, shit. Well, I know he really can't handle the job for real, and he's gonna get they call it when you lose your rank. It's
demoted.
Demoted, yeah. When you get demoted, you don't be trying to help the brother out, or what he could do to get promoted higher than you. They be like, no, we letting this nigga get demoted because I'm getting promoted. You know what I'm saying? So that's how Moab looked at. Like, shit. You about to get choking out the power. I'm gonna be the next superpower. The hell with Israel,
right? But hey, you know what? It said the Lord is gonna come as a thief in a knife, man. A thief in the night, man. Right? And just as symbolic as Eve Eve was coming out out of Rebecca's womb, all right, Jacob grabbed onto his heel, man. So this is gonna take him by surprise, man. The Yahweh Shai is gonna take him by surprise. Moab gonna think he gonna hop up, man. We next. Surprise, motherfucker. Yahweh Shai gonna take over, man. I can't even, you know.
Oh,
I got you, bro.
Isaiah 47. All right.
Oh yeah, I gotta read this because you about to get juicy. Okay, you about to go juicy with that one.
Bro told Ezra 13 too, man.
Oh yeah, okay. We gotta get to the bros though. We gotta. Oh,
It's going.
That's meat. Yeah, that's
I want to read this one.
The lamb with the whole, the lamb with the bone. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got to read. We got to get all that. But I want to go back to y'all real quick. The book of Daniel 7 verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Yeah, man. So you other nations think you gonna come up, man? Nah, man.
That's what I started laughing. That's what I started
You're talking about something.
It never failed.
Coming up the street.
That's why I started laughing.
Yeah, man.
Lord, beautiful man.
God.
Y'all think y'all gonna come up, man? But the Lord gonna take y'all by surprise, man. You know, hey, y'all gonna get destroyed in that valley of Jehoshaphat, man.
That's right.
Oh yeah, so like we was going into it, then we'll get some more meat on this Isaiah 47. But okay, ain't nobody gonna help eat. All right, ain't nobody gonna help eat. All right, and there's a picture that's painted, especially this picture that's painted is more impactful now that we are here in this freezing cold, right? Okay, Isaiah 47 and 14 says, "Behold, they shall be as stubble; the fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame." It says, "There shall not be a coal to warm it, nor fire to sit before that." Now, what would that represent right now? If we had a coal to warm it or a fire, that would represent comfort, right?
Hell yeah.
That would represent comfort and help. Well, let's continue. It says, "Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored. Even thy merchants from thy youth, they shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee." So there's not going to be any comfort. There's not going to be anybody to help you. That's how they're going to be to you. How they going to be to you? They're going to be cold. It's going to be real cold. They're going to get the fuck on. They're going to wander to their own quarters. You see? It's not going to be a cold for you to sit there. It's cold out here because it's about to get real. You about to get the cold shoulder from your house. There's going to be no cold to sit there. I got a little warmth. Yeah, this ain't so bad. This ain't so bad. Let me get this fire. You know how he love campfires. Yeah. Nope. Not today, E.
Hey, man. And it talks about what? That the wrath of the indignation of the Lord, which is poured out without mixture, man. Straight, no chaser, man. So you're gonna have to you're gonna have to drink that malt liquor, so to speak, and it's gonna burn in your throat going all the way down, bro.
That old school, that 70s malt liquor. Thunderbird.
You're gonna have to take the whole thing, man. No anesthesia.
Straight up.
You're gonna have to feel the pain, man.
That's how they used to do. They used to test on us as test dummies and do a lot of medical surgeries. So that's how they do. A lot of these practices that they learn today in the medical field, a lot of you people don't know is a lot of that they learn and study by using Jake. It's guinea pigs, man. You know what I'm saying? With no anesthesia. And if the patient died, go get another one. Another one died, go get another one.
These niggas are expensive.
Jake, man, I mean, man, you got a lot to pay for, bro. You got a lot of dirt swept under the rug, which is finally starting to come out, man. Even by people of your own. So I want to get this, the book of Obadiah. We want a book of Obadiah. Because you made this. Obadiah verse 6, it says, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his head things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding them." And that's what's happening, man. You see these people that you think they for you, just going back to the Moab, right? Moab thinking of shit. When you get at your low point,
oh, we overthrowing you. Happy New Year. That's how they look at it, you know. We overthrowing them. See?
Yeah, hey, you know, and it's funny, man, because I wanted to say something that's walking by like, oh, niggas like I'm ranking men over there talking, you know. But when the Moabites went by, okay, the Lord manifested it, okay, because them niggas is not, cause people talking about China's gonna come into power. Okay, they got this guy that was going off, I forget what he was talking about. Somebody reposted it. They said that the beast is the papacy in China, or the two horns of the dragon is China.
Whoa.
Somebody else, like you're going way the fuck.
Whoa,
They're executing it.
China is a communist country.
Right.
They don't work off a democracy. Republican,
Right.
Democrats.
They don't know what the hell they was
They
talking
don't know
about.
what they're talking about.
Okay, but the people of Confederacy, it tells you whose that is in
Yeah.
Psalms 83.
Yeah,
It tells you the different nations who are confederate with him.
Exactly.
And these same nations is going to forsake
They
him.
gonna forsake you. But that's when you was talking about how these different nations are gonna flee from him.
Yeah.
You know, oh hell no. Even when you're dealing with the Brexit, different nations pulling out. They're like, oh hell no. You know what I'm saying?
Brexit, the British exit.
Yeah, Turkey, because even like Turkey was like a heavily American ally, but it ain't like that no more. You know what I'm saying?
I think in Turkey, most of their arsenal for weapons
It's from who?
is housed in Turkey, man.
but hold on, say it again.
I think most of they had a heavy arsenal of weapons that's housed in Turkey.
Okay, so I was going at a different angle. Turkey gets a lot of their weaponry from Russia, and the U.S. don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So this is how you see in Turkey, like other different things, that Turkey is pulling away. They're like, you know what? We're not dealing with this shit.
There's the Frexit too. I think
Is that French?
Yeah, the French exit or the France exit.
Everybody's breaking apart from America, man. Because they know this place is on a decline. Only people that don't know America's on a decline is these goofy ass Americans, man. Silly as hell. The people that are enjoying, the people that are in their mirth, the people that think 2021 is going to be any different. Well, guess what? 2021 is going to be worse,
Oh, it's
man.
going to be different.
And we happy, man. We happy it's going to be worse, man. Hope there's more. We pray there's going to be more famine. Pray there's going to be more destruction. Pray there's going to be more chaos and riots. We pray these things come, man, because we want to see the further destruction of this place, man. We tired of this shit, man.
Yeah,
You know?
and the destruction of this place is the beginning of our kingdom.
Yeah, fucking, you know, sick of these goddamn masks, man. This shit is stupid as hell, man. Stupid.
Furthermore, the other vexations, man,
Yeah.
is just the disorderliness.
Yeah.
These fucking bodies of
These bodies.
of death. Okay, the
Gosh.
fucking
Oh.
the body wants to go off, you're constantly fighting, battling demons, and you know, your woman's out of order. Everything fucking sucks here.
We in
fucking roads.
We in roads.
The roads and people on the roads, man. It's all fucked up. Potholes everywhere. Niggas speeding 100 miles an hour. Fucking cutting you off and shit. You like, nigga, damn.
We in
Snowing outside.
We in prison, within a prison, though. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Shit.
Damn, bro.
We in prison within a prison.
Fucking prisonception around this motherfucker.
Real.
Chains of darkception.
Real. You know, so you done with yours, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, you said it was more 47.
Oh, yeah. So, all right, hit y'all real quick, and then we're going to go to that Isaiah 47. What y'all got?
2nd Ezra 13.
That war, okay. Y'all got the war. Okay, Isaiah 47.
47.
Yeah, I'm
Isaiah 47.
Where you want me to start?
Start at the top. I'm so lonely.
Isaiah 47.
Gotta start at the top.
Start at
Number one, bro.
Hey, because the bro, you brought it out earlier. What was that? 147? I can always forget.
Psalm 137.
It was 137. Okay,
raise it,
God.
raise it,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep, oh daughter of Babylon, oh daughter to be destroyed, all right? Well, let's continue talking about the daughter of Babylon. Isaiah 47, the one that's come down and sit in the dust. O virgin daughter of Babylon. Isaiah 47 and 1 again.
What you think? See, y'all can't see from the side of the angle. We got the camera. Y'all can't see people, but there's people out here.
Yeah.
As cold as it is, there's people out here.
He getting their judgment.
Get ready for this. But they say, because she didn't even tell the Edomites Happy New Year.
She looked at us.
She looked at us.
She
Told
was
us
looking.
Happy New Year.
She was on it.
Trying to be funny.
Yeah, she
you know what we about. You know what I'm saying? She looked directly at us and said, Happy New No, man, get your ass out of here. You ain't gonna have that same mind frame in 2021, man. I'm telling you, man. You people ain't gonna have that same mind frame.
They gonna always be proud. They'll always be proud against us. All right, but wait till the kingdom. Can't wait to put double recompense on these E's, man. Every last one of them. Isaiah 47:1. Come sit down in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. When sit on the ground, there is no throne.
Right.
O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Right, so virgin daughter of Babylon, okay? Now that's not actually talking about the kingdom of Babylon today, which would be what, modern day Iraq? That's not talking about that kingdom. They don't have the power and the rule in the earth, okay? It says, sit on the ground, come sit in the dust. There is no throne, man. So there's about to be no more rulership for E, man. You know, sit in the dust, man. You're gonna go back into that state of confusion, man.
That's right. And why is this place called the virgin daughter of Babylon? Okay, because this place has not seen war on its shores. Okay, it's a virgin land. All right, it's just the daughter of Babylon, and it's a virgin right now. But that skirt about to get lifted, and it's about to be defiled. Right? Okay, this place is about to be defiled. Foreign troops is gonna be on America's soil.
They're gonna penetrate.
That's right.
This nation.
They're gonna rough this motherfucker up.
They gonna what? America's gonna get humble. Humble.
On a major level.
Anybody in the spirit know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
About to get I-9.
I know.
How are you guys? Hey, what's up? It was good. Finish, bro.
Yeah, man. So continue. All right.
Alright, see,
Sit on the ground.
See, no one don't got their sackcloth on. Ain't nobody pouring ashes on their head. You see, because everybody in the state of joy. Yeah, Happy New Year. What you happy about? You know how stupid this shit is, man. You happy about waking up and putting a fucking mask on your face? This is stupid, man. This is really stupid. Then you really believe that works? You really believe a mask really works, man? This is just dumb.
You know, and it's funny, man. The scriptures say, okay, the Lord has put a perverse, mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. Okay, and have caused them to err in every work of their hands, basically. Okay, and what type of perverse place you gotta be in to call the middle dead of winter where everything is dying and dead? This is the new year. Happy New Year. Freezing cold outside. Ain't nobody supposed to be out here right now.
Everything dead right now.
Right. Really, so because I'm really saying that because with everything going on, people should be at least in a state of humbleness. But people are not even humble, bro. They didn't even humble themselves to say, you know what? Wait a minute, something's wrong. I need to go back to my power. First of all, I'm talking about our people. I need to go back to my power, return. Not even Jake will return, bro. Everybody's just simple, man. It's ridiculous.
Now some Jake did because they had to stay home.
The time on their hands, yeah.
Had a time on their hand, and they started to search out certain things. You know, certain Jakes probably came in under this COVID, right? But the majority of them, they still proud, man.
We'll see. Why did the Lord say that this stuff was going to happen? You know, one of the reasons in 2 Edges 15 and 18 says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." Okay, so you know, what does it say? Because of injuriousness and injustices and riches forgotten by the sea, the kingdom is transferred from one hand to another. Right. So these people are proud. Okay. The scriptures also talks about violence covereth them as a garment. Okay. All right, so the violence is on them like they clothes. When you see them, you see violence. Okay, you see that's these people, man. So because of these different things, the Lord is going to destroy this place, man.
Right. Back to Isaiah 57. It seems like the later it gets, the more people's coming out.
Hey, because it's coming up to that New Year's celebration. They're gonna be out here till 12 partying.
Bro, 2021, you people through, man. Straight through. I'm telling you.
I just 12 at night, 7, 8. The way shit be popping out, 12 o'clock midnight.
Just because, like,
That's all I'm about to say that, bro.
if they didn't
Wait to see what the Lord about to do next.
That's right.
If they didn't pass that relief bill, a lot of you wouldn't even be out here right now. I'm telling you, y'all wouldn't be out here right now because y'all be at the crib thinking about what I'm going to do because I'm facing this eviction. I'm telling you, y'all wouldn't be out here right now, man.
New Year's. Hey, plus they ain't giving you shit
Sorry, bro. You got it.
Yeah, con. Okay. So yeah, hey, and like I was saying, man, that little stimulus check ain't gonna do shit.
Hell no.
That shit ain't doing nothing for the. Hey, bro, motherfuckers are still about to get evicted. So they lit up that moratorium. It's only a matter of time.
After Jake spent they $600 on liquor tonight. Get wild.
Liquor and weed
They
and
get
shit.
drunk.
Yeah. Hotel full as a motherfucker. No Jake in that motherfucker, bro.
I was on the bus earlier this Eve talking about how much liquor she bought. Talking about she spent like $65 on some liquor. Bought 3 bottles.
I mean, cause you gotta think though, Jake going through it right now. I mean, not even just Jake, everybody going through it. So you know Jake was gonna get that 600 and start showing out like shit. I'm going through it.
You see, most Jake got new money, so you know how that be. Man. Jake gets that new money, they don't know what to do with it, man. They just start going crazy. What you got to say?
Yeah, bro. Earlier, I was door dashing, man, on the north, right on on East though, right where that liquor store is, bro. The line was from the beginning all the way right around the corner, bro. Just Jake sitting there, just like.
That's Dave, man. All the wine and spirits, bro. People's line outside, bro. And wine and spirits was open later today, man. It's like, damn.
But eventually though, Jake, we not, you know what I'm saying, those things that we coping with right now, that ain't about to be there soon. You know, so Jake is gonna have to deal with their problems. Okay? Ain't gonna be no, you know, in a minute ain't gonna be no way for Jake to get weed, cigarettes, dope, crack, okay, lean, Percocets, Xanax. You know what I'm saying? And all those is about to be taken. Molly. I'm glad. I said 47.
Isaiah 47. Okay. And continuing on in verse 1, it says, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Okay, so you're not going to be called tender and delicate no more. What's going to happen? You ever seen one of those shows where a woman might, get ravished or whatever, and afterwards her hair is all everywhere, she got dirt on her face and shit like that. That's going to be spiritually, that's going to be displacement. Okay? I'm reminded of this movie, which it was wicked as hell what was going on, all right? But this man committed adultery with this other man's wife, and he said, you shall not enjoy this. I am not your husband. That's what's going to happen to this place.
Yep.
Okay? This place about to get through.
Precept. Isaiah 26 verse 5, where he bringeth down them that dwell on high. The lofty city he laugheth low. He laugheth low, even the ground, to bringeth it even to the dust. The foot shall tread it down, even the feet of the poor, and the steps of the needy. That's the point. Okay, so this place, this lofty city, this great city, is going to be what? It's going to be brought down low to the dust, man. Okay,
That's right.
this place is going to be completely stubble.
Right.
Once the
That
Lord
dust-
gets through with it.
And that dust represents confusion, man. But this place is already the source of great confusion, man. It's called Babylon. All types of crazy stuff going on. All right, Isaiah 47 and 2 says, take the millstones and grind meal.
Am I able to flip my camera?
I think you can flip your camera.
I'm talking like flip it,
Like mid-show?
Let me
see.
Can it flip? I'm confused. If we can.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do it next time. Like,
Okay.
We're gonna show you this.
You can see it right there. You see it right there. All type of weird shit going on, man. You see? Through. All right, let me flip it back. Okay. All right, Con. So you see it. You see it. That's this place, man. Okay.
Gruesome
Back about it.
nowhere, bro. Where's they coming from, bro? Where you going?
You see? All type of confusion, man. Okay? All type of confusion in this place, man. And that's what you get here, man.
That's what you get here.
Yep.
Oh man, go ahead.
Tower of Babel 2.0, man. Every nation here gather together, all right?
Oh, bro, we got to get out of here, man.
It probably is setting great things. That's right. Okay, yeah, you seen them furries, man. Okay, you know, as soon as we start speaking about, as soon as he start mentioning the dust, okay, which represents confusion, okay, you see these big ass, grown ass motherfuckers walking up the street with damn furry costumes on. That's what they call those furries. Okay, human slash, you know, animal suits. Okay, and people got a perversion towards that, a perverted attraction towards that type of stuff. They fantasize about animals with human body parts, so they can, you know, exercise their lewd desires, man. That's why Job said he would not have them, he would abstain to have them sit with the dogs of his flock, right? Talking about these Eves, man, but they came up with that shit. I got it.
We waiting on you. Isaiah 47, brother.
Isaiah 47. All right. And 2, take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. All right. And you know, I've actually had experience with grinding meal. Okay, and it's a very money-saving thing. Now, also too, in the past, that was a very laborious effort. Even now it is, but it was harder, okay, to do in the past. Okay, that's something. But it saves money to get the stuff instead of paying somebody to do it. Okay. And grind meal and uncover thy locks.
Jeremiah 13, verse 22. And if thou say in thy heart, wherefore come these things upon me? For the greatness of thine iniquity are thy skirts discovered, and thy heels made bare.
Come on now, take them shoes off. Lift that dress up. You see? Hey, it said thy heels is made bare. I want to see the bottom of them feet. That's what the Lord is doing to this place, man.
Cause you know something. I like pretty toes.
I like the toes. The Lord about to get aggressive with this place, man. Yeah. Okay, and they're not gonna like it.
Hey, but and you lift up this skirt, making you bare, man. You gonna see that this ain't nothing but a dirty ass hoe. You know, because the wickedness is being put on the forefront, man.
You show you a version.
Somebody get Micah 5:15. He said, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Whoa.
Thighs a little right up. Right.
Oh, player. See, back then we had
You look fresh.
we had the thing when we go to the priest and the woman would drink something and her thigh would get rocked out if she was in an adultery. Man, I wish we had that today, boy. Oh my goodness,
Bro, that'd be down everybody.
you wouldn't be through, man. You know what I'm saying? Soon as Jack look, y'all wouldn't even wear skirts or booty shorts. As soon as Jack see them legs, like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, you out there. But see, no, what the man said to Jake today, they don't give a damn. See, all these laughs and smiles and giggles, woo, I'm telling you, 2021 ain't gonna be it, baby.
2021 gonna be like that nigga woman mama that come in the room and hear your ass laughing and say, ha hell, nigga, you better take your ass in there and clean up that room. With the belt. What I tell your ass?
Funny. It's just,
yeah, that's spiritual what's about to happen here, man. You know?
yeah, that's gonna be a precept for his next scripture.
Right, Isaiah 47, okay, and 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Right, so all the things that he is doing is being exposed. And somebody gets Psalm 64 about his tongue falling upon themselves. Everything that he is doing is getting exposed, man. All his dirt that he has swept under the rug for centuries, that's all getting brought out now.
Yep.
And especially by the way of the internet. Everything is going on social media right now. So everything that he do it goes on the internet immediately. You know?
It's a permanent record until they wipe them servers. Which really, you always gonna have somebody that got a recording of it. Motherfuckers be on that type of shit, man. They'll snatch the video, they'll screen record it, you know? And furthermore, it's all recorded in the heavens, man, in the Shemaiah, okay? All the reports now went back to the Most High, okay? They're not gonna be able to escape. They're not gonna be able to escape nothing they done, man. The Lord gonna render, it said, remember the daughter of Eden, right?
Yep. Hey, and he's remembering it. He's remembering it. Okay. One second. Yeah, either one of y'all can go.
This is Psalms 64 and verse 2.
Yeah.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
And that's what we need. We need head, man. Okay? We need to be head in the day of the Lord's anger. You know what I'm saying? Because He's coming with it, man. He is coming with it. That you know, as He said against the hypocritical nation, which is us, man. We're the hypocritical nation. We're that nation that told the Lord, you know what? Let me okay, let's make this agreement with you. We're gonna sign on the dotted line. We're gonna do everything that you want us to do. Oh no, what Jake did? Jake on some bullshit. And we disobeyed and we went the whole other opposite way.
Verse 3, who wet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
That's what they doing. And they don't care because they think the Lord is all together with them. You know? So they shooting at the secret. You got it already? They shooting at the secret at the perfect. Okay? You know? Hey, that's why the scriptures talk about if somebody get Ephesians 6 about the fiery darts of the wicked.
God, because the fiery darts of the wicked, because they're making a man an offender for a word. Okay, so that they're laying a snare for them to rebuke him in the gate. All right, i.e., being us. Okay, the men of the Lord.
Okay, I got that precept that the brother quoted. This is Psalms chapter 50 and verse 19. So like in verse 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such a one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
Right? And that's why he doing the shit he be doing, man, because he think the Lord be on his side because he ain't get judgment yet. You got pending charges, nigga. You got pending charges that you got to face, bro. And you gonna face them. And guess what? You guilty, nigga.
You should have no wise acquit the wicked, man.
Yeah, see, you ain't gonna get. Oh, bro, get that, bro. Because he guilty.
You got millions of pounds of flesh.
He's guilty,
that has to be
man.
flayed off your skin.
Guilty. Guilty. Your ass guilty, boy. You got to pay for that. Then you gonna get scot-free. Here it is when you got people that do crimes, right? And they don't get caught till 40, 50 years later. They still give them the maximum same judgment for it. You're like, nigga, that was 50 years ago. So?
They'll give them 2 lifetimes.
So? Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's within the statute of limitations.
Exactly. As long as it's in the statute of limitation. Right. So guess what? According to the scriptures, somebody get numbers 30, 35, 33. Because he's going to show your ass.
There ain't no statute of limitations with you.
Yeah.
He don't got such a thing.
Come on, bro. You something 40 years ago. You still a cookie or something from the store 40 years ago. He's still burning.
Give him the maximum penalty.
What?
They finally caught up to you.
Record all tore up. Now you 60-something years old. Record all tore up. You got a felony.
When you were 11 years old, you stole a cookie from a 7-Eleven on 5th Street.
And then you supposed to be acquitted. Man, get the hell out of here, man. Go ahead, read that, bro.
Nahum 1 and 3. This may not be exactly the one.
No, I will not. Yeah, I think it is.
This one, yeah. The Lord, Yahweh, is slow to anger and great in power,
right.
and will not at all acquit the wicked.
Yeah, your ass ain't getting acquitted, bro. You ain't getting scot-free. You ain't getting off scot-free. You got the number 35, 33?
Oh, you want 33? Oh, I was looking at 7.
35 and 33.
35 and 33.
Yep.
It says Numbers chapter 35 and verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
You want blood. That's what we want. We want recompense. The Lord said he's going to give us recompense, which that's revenge. That's balance. That evens everything out. You think you're just going to run around on earth, destroy the apples of the Lord's eye and get away with it? With no balance? No, bro. Lord will not acquit the wicked.
Hey, this is verse 19. I've been further in the chapter. It says, the revenger of blood himself shall slay the murderer when he meeteth him, and he shall slay him. Right? Hey, and if you think about it in the spirit, man, Yahweh Shai is that revenger of blood, man. You know, he's coming back to revenge his elect, man. And really, all those Israelites, even though they're wicked, you have to pay for that too, man.
Priest.
I see.
Maybe y'all up.
I see.
First, 2 Thessalonians 1:6 says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High.
It's a what?
A righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Righteous thing, bro. It says righteous thing.
Revelation 13:9-10
Lord,
says,
the Lord.
he that hath an ear, let him hear. Okay, he that leaveth in captivity shall go into captivity. He that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Yeah, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh is about justice, bro, and balance. You see, our people been beat down so much, they don't even want justice, bro. They don't want justice. Oh, that's not fair. You know, this happened so long ago, and I don't think two wrongs make it right. What the hell? What are you talking about, man? No, we want justice. We gonna get justice, whether you niggas like it or not. Because if it was up to you niggas, we wouldn't get justice. It's just, no, we cool what we got.
Which really, they say two wrongs don't make it right. Well, hey, this is right, man. It's not wrong.
That's right.
It says it's a righteous thing with the Most High.
That's right.
All the judgments of the Lord are righteous, man.
Or good, yeah.
That's right. Y'all don't want the righteousness of Yahweh Shah because you sought out your own righteousness. Okay, and that's why the scriptures say, okay, him that would not that I should rule over him, bring hither and slay before me. Okay? Because Yahweh Shah is going to be chopping niggas' heads off. Okay, you so-called black Latinos and Native Americans that don't want to be ruled under the righteous order and government of Yahweh Shah that they may not be in this land, but it'll be in other lands. You're going to get destroyed. Okay? If you don't want Yahweh Shah to rule over you.
And you know what? And that's that's what King Solomon did, man. Okay, he tied up those loose ends to get that peace in the kingdom. So Yahweh Shai is going to do the same thing. Any of those loose ends that need to be tied up, that's going to try to rebel against the Lord, he gonna snuff that shit out immediately.
Yeah, because you niggas is fat on the meat, bro. And we cut that fat off, bro. We cut that fat off.
Cut it off and burn it.
I was about to say that. Or burn it off.
It gets burned off, and then the rest of it, is eaten by the priest. But the fat, that's why.
That is the Lord's, yeah.
Yep, that's why those men were being called the sons of Balaam, because they was trying to get the meat before the fat got cooked. They didn't have honor until the sacrifice of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. They was like, wait until they get through cooking for the. No, nigga, give it to me now. Put their hooks in the pot. Take all this
They
thing.
got cut off too.
Oh, they got through. We just spoke about that. That was the sons of Eve.
Mm-hmm.
That was the sons of Eve.
They got cut off.
Sons of Belial is what they were called. They didn't have respect until Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Jake, you rebellious Jake, y'all gonna get cut off, but we see y'all again in the kingdom.
Yeah. See, so I had 1, 2 just going into E again.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 49:12 said, for thus saith Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup that was sure to be drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. You can go unpunished. You know? What you think you do? Just walk in the club, say fuck everybody in the club, just walk out?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. It don't happen like that. Hey, you might get to the
You gonna
dope.
catch some bugs.
Right before you hit that dope.
Bro, you getting drugged.
Through.
What?
Get that nigga.
Hey, just like what was that Malibu's Most Wanted when he was on stage when he was like, nigga!
Oh yeah.
And everybody drunk his ass right off stage. Get your ass out of
in
there.
the dumpster.
God, precept.
The whole crowd was bumping. He said that nigga just stopped.
Oh, matter of fact, I just seen that the other day, which I feel like it was between a Jake and a Speckled Bird, possibly. Because the dude had a little flavor when he was in the store and he was talking to him. Yeah, nigga.
Oh, with the twisted T?
Yeah, I think he bust that can on his head.
Oh, you talking?
You seen that?
He said, okay.
That motherfucker can't evaporate it. Can't evaporate it. I was like, nigga, where was the shrapnel? You just see that motherfucker. That shit look like a water balloon when he got
Because it's fed up with this man shit, bro. Especially if you forget it. Oh, it's over. You forget your man, it's over.
You shall be offended, man.
You can't even. They won't even let you go to the store and say. For some places, like, can I just buy this one in here? No, you go find a man somewhere else. Like,
Yeah,
I got a precept.
Can I have a mask, please? Because I left my...
it's over. Done.
As soon as you walk in the door, you know.
Precept real quick. This is James chapter 2 and verse 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy that hath shewed no mercy. And mercy rejoiceth against judgment. So this devil ain't showing nobody mercy, man. even upon the old man with a gray hair have he heavily laid his yoke, man. So there's been no mercy on any of us, man. So you expecting mercy from the Lord when He brings His vengeance? There ain't gonna be no mercy from Him, man.
Isaiah 47:6. He was already in 47. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy.
Woo!
Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
So you devils ain't gonna get no mercy, man.
And thou hast said, I will be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Read the whole chapter.
Read the whole chapter. Okay? Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Wait, she said what? I am what?
I am, and none else beside me.
Oh, that's what you know, fucked up right there. Cause who is and there's none else, man.
That's right.
The Heavenly Father, Yahweh, man.
That's right.
Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Now you trying to take his title? Oh, your ass is grass now.
You grass. But there ain't
The Lord
none
gonna
else
show you who
besides
the
him.
power is, man.
That's right. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Wasn't there a speech that Trump gave? Their efforts will not be forgotten. The prophets of doom. What did he say?
Yeah. Dang, what did he say? He used a particular word.
Yeah, he did.
Damn, I did a video too.
I think he said the prophets of
He
doom.
did say the prophets of doom. I remember that.
The perennial
prophets of doom.
Yeah, you know. So hey, that's the thing. He's embodying that spirit of this place, man. That I'm gonna always be a lady. I'm a lady. You're such a lady, you know. Dainty and all that. No, this motherfucker's gonna be a hoe. Dirty. This motherfucker's gonna be a dirty hoe when they get done. All right, through, worked over.
It's a dirty hoe now. That's why it's called the mother of all harlots.
Right. Nobody gonna eat your bread no more.
So she the head mistress. You know, she run the brothel. She the one to say, you know what? Somebody can walk the brothel. The head brothel come out. She's like, oh, okay. What you want today? She giving all the orders.
Yeah, she the one. You know what it is? You know how they got the female pimps. She the female pimp, but she ain't got whored out yet. But then the real pimp gonna come around, which pimping is
Well,
wrong.
wait a minute. She did hers already. What would they say? She put her feet in the water already. So it's time to get all the young ones wet.
That Babylon.
You know what I'm saying? She did her experience, so she able to show the young ones like, look here.
I'm talking about the one where it ain't a man involved and it's just her.
That's what I'm saying.
She open. Well, maybe you might be
Like far as like the brothels, for the most part, like a brothel, when it be the head woman running that brothel,
yeah.
like she be more like the more experienced.
She had already did all the adultery.
Well, for the purposes of what I'm saying, she a bull dagger and she ain't had no run.
Oh,
And so she just been telling all the other nations what to do, and they just getting fucked. Okay, but it's about to be her turn. Okay, the big Billy Badass is about to come around the block, and she finna see that she ain't shit. You see, and that's America, man. But this place has been a golden cup in the hand of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. With it have we made all the nations drunk.
Hey man, you know what? We speaking in a lot of parables, man.
Parabolic dark.
For him, it is it's given to understand it. You know, the Lord's gonna have you to understand it, man.
Yeah.
You know, but that's how the Lord speak, man, in parables, man.
Yeah, because this place is about to see that it can't rumble in the jungle, man. Not with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. That bulldog about to see that she got a vagina too. Hey, I can't help the way the Lord made me. that's how that came out. Because these women, man, we don't even talk about women. Just for this analogy, America has yet to be touched, man. Okay,
The virgin daughter of Babylon.
America has yet to be touched. All right, and it ain't gonna like it when it happens. Not at all. Y'all got it.
you got it.
I got it.
Keep bringing it out into the next verse, brother.
Isaiah 47 and 8. Okay, now we finish it? Yeah, okay. And 9. But these two things, what's the more 8? Neither shall I know the loss of children. No. Verse 9, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment. In one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the abundance, the great abundance of thine enchantments.
Right, man. The multitude of thy sorceries and the great abundance of thy enchantments. Now, in the beginning of the chapter, it says, the daughter of the Chaldeans, man. Now, the Chaldeans were known for their witchcraft, man. Their priesthood on the left-hand side. A lot of this different stuff that goes on, there's different witchcraft that these elites do. It all comes from ancient Babylonian demonology and stuff like that, man. So they come in that same vibration, man, as the Magi's of ancient Babylon. So that's why it calls them the daughter of the Chaldeans, man.
Nahum chapter 3 verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts.
Right. Nations through her whoredom and families through their witchcraft, man. That Babylon juice, your philosophy, man. Your democracy. Your what's that? Your international monetary fund, man. Right? Hey, if you implement democracy and implement our policies, we'll help you with your economy.
And they do it slick as hell too. They'll give you money, all right, but they say, well, we want to guarantee. See, we want to make sure that you can pay us back. So we got to equip you with the tools to guarantee that this loan we give you will be brought back forthwith. So we're going to teach you how to do this. You change this about your economy. You do this and you do that. And basically they're implementing democracy. They're implementing the Babylon juice onto these nations. Okay, and it doesn't end up benefiting them, man. Look at the different little nations. What was one of them? Venezuela? I think Venezuela was primarily dealing with oil. That's their main export.
Venezuela is the main export.
Yeah, and they were allied with the U.S. And then what happened? They went into their dollar, whatever it's called out there, greatly got inflated.
Yeah,
it bursted. The peso bursted there to the point where they had all these big stack of dollars. Remember we were seeing all those articles?
And you know what? That's because they crippled their economy.
Right. See. You see, they were dependent on America because their main export, we used the primary amount of that.
Yeah, and Venezuela has the biggest oil refineries ever, man.
That's what I'm saying. And so it got to the point where they had all this oil, and America saying you can only use our dollar to do it. Okay, but they like, nigga, look at the condition that we in having to follow this. So they had to start, what is it? They started trying to keep it the petro rubles or something like that.
Because when you do the exchange for like Colombian dollars or Colombian and Venezuelan pesos, that currency exchange there's a big gap, man.
Yeah, it's very.
You can go down to Colombia or Venezuela with say $1,000, you could live like a king down there. So imagine trying to translate it over to American dollar, man. They
gonna be beyond poor.
Yeah, they're gonna be beyond poor trying to make some money.
You gonna have two niggas to rub together.
Yeah, that's why it's the best shot for Jake to get the women from over there or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
they in heavy poverty.
They heavy poverty.
They desperate.
Yeah, all those. See, all those women over there that was proud. Hey, because some beautiful women down there. Beautiful sisters down there, and a lot of them that was proud. They was living in this prestige or high class. Well, they was on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Making it happen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of them. They had to sell.
And they was pop locking and dropping it. You hear me?
They had to sell their bodies to make money.
They had to. And that's what's coming to Babylon, man. Like, you know how women do it just because now
Just live it up.
Like live it up. Yeah. Oh no, you gonna do it because you ain't gonna have
no food. You gonna need somewhere to live. You know.
You gotta feed little Tommy and no chicken.
Hey, and it's gonna be much worse, man, for you women that's living carelessly. Okay, that they repented to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because not only Okay, in most scenarios, you're gonna have to do that. It ain't gonna. A lot of them cases, it ain't gonna just be for one man.
No way.
You see, because hey, it's gonna be
It's gonna be gang.
It's gonna be the whole gang.
It's gonna be the gang.
You're gonna be like a toilet.
It's gonna be the gang.
Everybody gonna be using you.
You're gonna be a dumpster, man.
Hey, what does the beloved Elder Malcolm say? You're gonna be riding that carriage.
Get ready to pan that camera around. So, go ahead, bro. So let's go back.
You're gonna be riding that carriage.
Isaiah 47.
Go back to Isaiah 47.
Kind of throw it out this mofo. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get him out of here.
Isaiah 47. Okay.
Here, I'll read it. Oh no, I'll read it. I'll go to it. I'm here. I'll go to it. You just get ready for the fall.
When do you want me to put it over now?
Just get close. Let's start hitting this right. Oh, they be funny.
Why you say that? Because they gonna come right past us? I ain't worried about it. I put their ass on camera.
Alright, they did right. Alright, so where was you at, bro? Oh, verse 9.
Shit.
So verse 10 it says Isaiah 47 verse 10 says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me." Can somebody give me the Lord's eyes is 10 times brighter than the sun?
Oh man, this damn thing
Right.
messing it up.
So I'll read that again, Isaiah 47 verse 10. It says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge and have perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am none else besides me." Okay? So, hey, he trusted in his wickedness, you know, and he believes that no one seeth him. But the scripture says, what? You got it?
Sirach 23 and verse 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts.
The other one, or is it further down? The eyes is 10 times. The eyes of the Lord are 10 times brighter than the sun.
You just read that, right?
Yeah, I just read
Read it again.
Sirach 23 and 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
That's right, man. See, so the Lord sees everything. But see, he believes that the Lord don't see him. The Lord don't see the wickedness that he's doing on planet Earth.
Yeah, man. That we just what's that? That was in Psalm 64, where they basically they shoot privily.
Who shall see?
Who shall see?
That's somebody bring that out again. Yeah, that is it. I was thinking of it. I'm like, where's the I know it's somewhere. That's it. Right. So he said, who is seeing him?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, you can picture it in your mind, man. These devils having a council. Yeah, we gonna slip fluoride in the water. They'll never know what hit them.
Bro, and it pisses me off when I think about it because it's like they continue to put your narrative that you need from.
Yeah.
I mean, I seen this article. They was like, "How do you deal with conspiracy theories?" Oh, and one of the subjects was fluoride being in the water. They was like, "Oh, you just fluoride is a recommended, necessary thing." No, the fuck, it does the counter of what you say it does.
Now, if fluoride was a necessary thing, why do you have to sign a waiver to get a fluoride treatment when you go to get your teeth worked on?
Just like
Your shit fall out.
okay, just like how we growing up as children, he said milk makes your bones strong, but it really actually weakens your bones.
Shit, this
Oh yeah, you see all that carbon in it?
that shit's carcinogenic. It causes cancer.
Yeah. That's how he talks about oxygen. You need oxygen. Oxygen is good for you, right? Well, that's what the trees are there for. They give off oxygen. This devil, being the hammer of the earth, cuts all the trees down. You know?
This devil make you wear a mask, cuts off your oxygen supply.
Yeah. Yeah.
And put chemtrails in there.
And put chemtrails. Yeah. So he killing you all in one.
Mask on,
Exercise on all your food. You know, it's over with. Hey,
he
it's all
weaponizes everything, man.
Bro, if you really knew what was on the apple, man, you'd be surprised, man.
All right, go ahead now. Go ahead now.
What you mean go ahead
Go
now?
ahead now.
God, I got apples at the crib.
Where that's at?
I got that
We
free
know where that's at, bro.
Be organic if you can, that's all.
God.
Isaiah.
Oh, he got a scripture.
Okay, go ahead.
God. This is Psalms chapter 64. In verse 5, Psalm 64:5, it reads, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
Yep, that's the preset.
So, hey, like I said, man, oh, we gonna slip fluoride in the water. They'll never know what hit them.
We're gonna tell them they need it. We need a way to get rid of this byproduct from making the fertilizer because the Lord cursed the
We
soil.
gonna put food in the. We gonna put poison in the food, man. We gonna break down their immune system.
We're gonna make an administration called the FDA, and it's gonna approve poisons, and it's gonna say it's good for you.
Well, then you got the devil. It was either Devil Bill or his son that created that whole medical field.
Devil Bill, man.
Created the whole medical field and stopped doctors from teaching the real
Right.
basically people that are teach
Oh yeah, basically he called naturopathy or nature medicine.
Allopathy.
Allopathy. He called people that practice natural medicine. He called them quacks.
Yeah.
And, right. That's what that's the term for quackery.
Quackery.
Right? Because Devil Bill, which you know what? That's all in the spirit too, man. That's how you know that's that's an evil man. His name was Devil Bill. What was he known for? He was known for
He was a snake oil salesman.
a snake oil salesman, but he was fooling people
Trickery, yeah.
and then thinking that this was gonna heal them. But then they would find out,
Then it was just something oil.
and then they would chase his ass off, man. Right? He thou should be a fugitive in the
vagabond.
and a vagabond in the earth, man. He had to flee to and fro because people was finding out he was a physician of no value, man.
What did it say?
And then
chase from among men.
Kind
Man
of.
chasing lead.
yeah, and what did his son do? Right? He came up with that medical industry.
Yeah, created a whole medical industry.
Whole medical
A false science, falsely called, man.
Now wasn't Devil Bill like his great grandfather?
Devil Bill was his father.
It was his actual father, the guy who sold. Okay. I was about to say, wouldn't that be funny?
Oil business, man.
I was about to say, wouldn't that be funny if that was him in the reincarnation? He came back and did it again on another level. Isaiah 47.
Hey, but you know what I'm saying? This is part of presenting your body as a living sacrifice, bro. Because I hate the cold.
In season and out of season.
I mean, but you know, you gotta think. I was in the cold for wickedness. You know what I'm saying? So I could do how much more for righteousness? You know what I'm saying?
You walk in the cold for some box.
Whatever you do, whatever you was doing.
I don't know about walking. I don't know about that.
I was catching
the jitney. No, I was catching the jitney for it. I don't know about the bus, man. Sure, you can catch the bus.
Oh, yeah.
I'll walk and meet you, but I ain't.
Yeah, I'll meet you at the bus stop.
Let me know when you
Back to the house.
I ain't catching the bus.
You coming? Oh, okay.
You ain't had no money, man.
But I know what the bus said.
wow.
I know.
No, I know what you mean.
I know what you said.
You want it bad enough, your ass to get out there.
So how much more for Sophia, huh?
That's right.
How much more?
Hey, man, because this is the rubies is far above. This wisdom is far above rubies, man. Okay, this is the ultimate treasure right here, man.
Hey,
Okay,
man.
so it is what it is.
King Solomon said, in my youth, I desired to become my wife. We desiring to make wisdom my wife, man.
Yeah. Right.
Yes, sir. Isaiah 47. Okay. Thank you. Isaiah 47 and 9 again. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood. Okay. They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. None seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Like going back to what the brother said.
Yeah, I should come as a thief in the night.
That's right.
That's how it gonna come.
Said the coming of the Son of Man shall be as lightning from one end of the heavens to the other. You know how fast lightning cracks.
Yeah, I was saying.
Lightning cracks so fast you see it before you hear it. You be like, dang. Hey, you be anticipating that shit when you see the lightning crack.
You be anticipating.
Like, God damn, it was loud as hell. You know? So that's how it's gonna be. Okay.
Hey man, it's like you were boxing in the ring, and dude hit you with them 3 jabs quick as shit. By the time you figure out he hit you in your face, your ass is already on the ground.
Not know from whence it coming. you like, yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm wow. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, brother?
Thanks, hey. You know, you walking up to the dude, you throw a quick one real quick and just black your eye, you just
Right,
dang.
man. Hey, because the Lord is coming with that right hook, man. He coming with the right hand, man.
Coming with that counter punch.
Yeah, he coming with that right hand to destroy this place, man. He's about to be knocked right out of power.
I got it. I keep putting my hands. All right. Isaiah 47. Okay.
Your hands cold already.
Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
So hey, stand down with your enchantments, man. So these devils gonna try to put up enchantments. They're gonna try to pray to Satan, man. Little do they know Satan is a double agent, man.
They gonna do exactly what Pharaoh's magicians did. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? They gonna try to compete. You know what I'm saying? But they couldn't compete. Moses got, you know what I'm saying? The Lord had Moses get down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they trying to accuse us to how about Shimei man, because two-thirds of the house of Israel is going completely off.
They was competing for a minute. Moses did the you know what I'm saying? Did the serpent? Oh, they did it. Moses turned the rivers into blood. Oh, they did it. So Pharaoh like, shit.
You ain't got shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Show me something.
Hey, through ease, witchcraft and through his technology, man, he's making super soldiers, man. But the spiritual power on the right hand is far greater than the spiritual power on the left hand, man. So he's gonna find that out quickly.
They are even out dealing with our blessing. You know what I'm saying? Our blessing is far more spiritual than Esau's blessing. So that's how we tap into ours instead of tapping into Eve.
They like the Howard Dayan out there in Bethlehem. Okay, like he said, our weapons of our warfare are spiritual, which are mighty to the pulling down the stronghold. That's mighty, man. It's not carnal, man. Okay, it says not by might, not by strength, but by my word, saith Yahweh Shemi Yahushua.
And the stronghold and the lock on our people's mind is what? The philosophies and the carnality of Eve. And that's what we are destroying through the spirit, man.
That's right.
You know? That lock, bro. We was all in that lock before. We was all walking around with this folly just like the rest of these people out here too. You see? But the Lord, you know, he sucked with us, you know, he unlocked our mind. We knocked at the door and he's supping with us, you know, through the spirit. Lord willing, that continues to happen. Was that the end of it?
No, I mean, that's much more, bro.
Much more?
So Isaiah 47 goes down to, so look, we had around what?
No, there should be like 3 more verses.
12. Oh yeah, you're right.
Verses.
Because how many precepts you be grabbing, it seemed like it's such a big
That's
chapter.
why I stopped, bro. I quit grabbing the precepts because I'm like, we gotta get out
We'll
of
be
here.
out here all day. Isaiah 47. Okay. And 13 says, Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
Yeah, let these stargazers save you. Let your sorceries, let your sorcerers and your witches and your warlocks, let them save you. That's what you trust in. That's what Pharaoh was trusting in. Pharaoh like, shit, oh, Moses, oh, you doing something, huh? You think you doing something? And, you know what I'm saying? Just like, what's the little dance shows they be having? Remember the little dance shit? Oh, you might be too young for that. You know the dance shows. You used to dance back and forth. What was it called?
You got served?
You got served and shit like that. One people come out, they do their thing, they be like, oh, you ain't got nothing. Let's get up on here and show they little thing. You don't know now, you go find out. Stomp the yard.
Bring it. Just bring it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had a precept, you know, because we was talking about he said the stargazers and the monthly prognosticators and things like that. Well, there gonna be no happy vision for this place. Ecclesiastes 12:3 says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened." Okay, so the future's gonna be bleak for this place, man. Isaiah 47:14, "Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm it, nor a fire to sit before it." All right, so ain't nothing gonna take you out of that. Hey, there's no hope.
No hope.
There's no hope. There's no comfort. There's no, oh, it'll be okay. Don't worry, we got a stimulus package on the way. You know, Israel's gonna send over. No, not happening.
See, he is creating though. He has created this form of hope of morality to the people though. False hope. So this is what they're looking for. That's what people say. You know, when they already said, they say when things get better, you know, or they say, well, by the time in the summer, because in their mind they're gonna say they already have, oh, this shit gonna be taken care of. We're gonna be like this forever. And I'm just sitting there looking like, oh nigga, you don't know.
And hey man, everybody has a knowledge of nuclear destruction, man. So when the news, you know, who knows how it may go down, but when you find out there's nuclear missiles in the air, oh, you know you're through. You still on this land, you know you're through. It's over. Your hope is gone.
You seen that when the brother Gabor Yahawada Hawaii, when he did that missile alert. Oh, his comic book was lit. Lit. I'm talking about people was humble as can be. But you know, once it did take place, you know, they got proud again. So you know that took place. You know, but we can close out. And actually, like, you know, Lord willing, when it get warmer, we actually at the little bridge point of the location of where them devils came and gave us smallpox, man. So we at Fort Pitt. We under the Fort Pitt little tunnel of the bridges, by the rivers, the land we used to have when them devils gave us smallpox. See, that was right here in Pittsburgh, PA. You know,
Fort
Duquesne. You know, and hey, this whole land that we standing on. Hey, these is all bones, bro.
This is a graveyard.
I mean, a lot of places where brothers actually, you know, do the counts and different, you know, where we all at. Babylon the Great is a whole graveyard site, but you know, in this specifically, this is one of the hot areas where they gave our brothers and sisters smallpox. But a lot of our people don't even know that information. I'm talking about the people that live here. Hey, cause you know, he took us on field trips and shit. Being young, you know what I'm saying? But they show you your own destruction. You don't even know it at a young age, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. I mean, but you gotta think about it. A lot of them stupid as hell too. They don't know. They just, you know, just falling.
Yeah, they got a place up here called Camp Gayasuda.
What?
Gayasuda. That's one of the Gadite Jakes in history here. They got a statue up here on the mountain, Mount Washington, where George Washington and Gayasuda staring at each other.
Oh, that's a lesson. Oh, that we gonna have to go there.
Yeah.
Should've been told about that, brother. You holding out.
But that's actually crazy, bro. Because whenever I played football when I was younger, I played for a team called the North Hills Indians.
Yeah.
We played against a team called the Gayasuda Indians.
I used to, and you know, I used to go to that school too.
Hey, cause you know this devil's good for doing that shit.
Yeah, man.
This
They
devil.
ain't nothing but Edomites there too, man. I used to be angry as shit. They got Gad with the crown of feathers on their little as their little logo. We used to have to wear it in Japan. Like, man,
Even, yeah.
I hate that.
When I was in, it's like to go somewhere.
I'm like, and I'm a Gadite. I'm sitting here. I'm like, man, y'all fucking, they're trying to make us mascots, man.
Even in Florida, they got this place. It's called like Seminole Territory or something like that. You know, they just be making mockery, man.
They got the Redskins.
They just, you know, they chop it off.
Yeah.
Cleveland Indians.
Oh, they took it off.
Cleveland, yeah, they took that off.
Yeah, they're just called the Washington football team.
Yeah,
That's what they call them
they
now.
call it Washington.
Too late now.
Yeah, too late.
It's too late. But what you're saying, but what they was doing with all these different logos and things like that is making mockery of Jake. You know, different streets, different. Well, it's more like different streets and different logos, stuff like that. But there's more to that. Maybe we'll touch on that at a different time. But we getting out of here. Close this out, bro.
Hey, so with that, we want to give all honor, glory, and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
honors to the apostles, the elders, and great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, and a Bible ball.
Bible ball.
And we're going to continue to pray that a further destruction in America goes for the worse in 2021, man. We get this thing got to keep going, baby. This got to keep having a snowball effect as we see this going to take place. So while everybody's in enjoyment of 2021 coming in, may the Lord bring more death, destruction, famine, and sorrows to this land, man. Shalom.
Shalom.
ETA 2021. Shalom. Damn, man. This damn thing.